Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Katrina and this is Katrina Off Script. I know it's been a bit since I posted. Just life has been lifing for me. So I want to start off with my post-op. We are exactly 3 weeks post-op. As of today, I'm still doing pretty okay. I do still have some incision site pain, but my incisions themselves are pretty well healed, so that's a great thing. Still not back to work yet though, so still working on that right now. We'll see how much longer that takes. Hopefully soon, but I am looking into other money-making methods. So I signed up for a couple things. We'll see what comes through from that. Um, I will say some of the pain I'm feeling, I think it's definitely due to dehydration. I know when I don't drink a lot of water, I tend to get pain like in that lower abdomen, kind of like kidney-ish area, I think. So I'm pretty sure it's because of water. I personally do not like water, so it's hard for me to drink water, but I do have a handy little water bottle that I love, and I'm actually going to share it with y'all. I'm sure everybody's heard of these already, but I like to share it. And that is, let me grab it. Hold on. That is my Circle. I love these bottles. I actually have total that I've bought. I've only brought two for myself, and then I have the ones I brought for my roommate because he wanted to try it as well. So in my house total, we have 5 bottles. I want to say 5 Circle bottles, 6 Circle bottles, something like that. But yeah, six. We have six total. I have three, and my roommate has three. So I bought this one. This is my most recent one. This is the straw sip flip top bottle, something like that. So it has a lid. You can flip it. Wait, where's the button? It's back here. And you put a little cartridge in. And there's lots of flavors. Right now I have raspberry tea. That's my favorite ones are the teas, but there's a lot of flavors. So if you are someone who struggles to drink water, these are amazing. My mom's the one who put me on these. I actually have the bottle she gave me to try one of hers because she has a lot too. So you can see where it probably comes from. But I love these bottles, so definitely a good way to get water in if you're someone who struggles and flavor helps. These work amazing for me. So there is that. Um, so I do want to preface this by saying I am going to start only posting weekly right now, probably every Wednesday for now, and that may change once I go back to work and if I end up finding another job or anything, we'll see how that goes. But right now, I definitely think I'm going to post every single week, as far as like a weekly blog kind of, just because I feel like it'd be easier. I do want to focus more on posting short form content on Instagram, and I may post some of those short form things here on YouTube as well. So if you're trying to find my content, definitely check me out on Instagram under also Katrina Off Script. And I'm still kind of working on my niche there, so we'll see what comes through. Right now, I'm mostly posting Animal Crossing and book content, but I may also add some Disney content, and who knows what else from there. So I know in my last video I did mention I was going to talk about my Disney journey. I'm pretty sure I just hit the mic there. I talked about my Disney journey. Um, so and this is insane to think about for me, but I've been with a company off and on for the last 21 years almost. Um, if anyone's watching this video and was a Disney Culture Program alumni, I am as well. That's how I started with the company. So I always 100%, if someone's planning to share through the program, I highly recommend it. That's how I started. So I may have gone over this a bit ago, I think, in my last video, but I'll go over it again just because I think it's really great to share that. Um, Again, so like I started in 2005 as a college program participant. Did a lot of different roles through that. And then from there, um, I'm where I'm at now, where I rejoined the company in October of 2018, and I'm full-time at Disney Springs. So I thoroughly enjoy what I do. Um, and I know in my last video, I think I did do my Disney journey in my last video, now I think about it. And I do believe I said I was going to share some of my favorite Disney stories. So I think, gosh, I think my first one I want to share is from when I was a character tenant. And the only reason why I like this story the most, I like this story so much, is because it is really just, it's one of those things that you don't see often. And so hopefully this will inspire some other kids or inspire some other families to encourage their kids to love what they love. So I was a character attendant. I was working in Toontown, and I was in Princess Room with, and this is the order they went in, so how you met them. You had, remember, you had Cinderella, Aurora, Belle, Cinderella in the room. That was the order that they went in when you came in to see them. Um, and we were almost done for the night actually. So this was pretty late. I want to say maybe 8:30. I'm not sure exactly what time. I just know we were almost done with our time in the room, and we had quite a few people walk in. This is going to be our very last like load into that room for the day or for that particular set. Actually, no, it's for the day. Actually, I think that was our last set. Gosh, I don't remember, but I know it was our very last load for that time frame. And I greet everyone as they're walking into the room. And I can say one thing I loved about being in a space like that was that my job wasn't as hard because I didn't have to do as much control as I had to do if I was somewhere outside. Being inside a room like that, it was very easy to talk to all the guests and communicate with them and really make those connections with the guests. So I loved those spaces. But so we're in the room and I'm talking to all the guests as they come in, let them know, have your cameras ready, have your autograph books ready for the kids, all those things. Everything I need to tell the guests. And I noticed towards the back of the group, there's a family with a little boy. And the biggest reason why I noticed this particular little boy is because he was literally bouncing on the balls of his feet. Like he was so excited and just in awe. Like he was, and as he got closer, he got more and more excited to come up and talk to the princesses. And the girls, like these princesses, were all over this little boy. They loved him. He was so fantastic. Now there was another couple behind his family. So he got to Aurora, spoke with her, did photos with her. She signed his book. Then he got to, or actually no, Cinderella next. He got to Cinderella, did his stuff with her, then went to Belle. And at this point, the other family, they also see theirs. So at the end, Aurora then comes out of her tent and she goes through and she's watching what's happening. And she sees this little boy give Belle a kiss on the cheek. Now, he'd also given Cinderella a kiss, but he hadn't given one to Aurora. So Aurora immediately said, no, we need to fix this. Now, I cannot remember the little boy's name for the life of me, and I'm sorry that I don't remember. I wish I did. But Aurora literally said to him, said his name, and then said, where's my kiss? And he runs back to her, and she goes, no, 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 we have to do this right. And she goes and she lays down on the little bench that she has in her little tent space. So she lays down, puts her hands across her chest and like motions like kiss me right here on my cheek. And he runs over and he kisses her on her cheek, and she jumps up and just scatters kisses all over his face. The other couple that's in the room actually ended up staying and watched the entire interaction, and they were like the rest of us. We were all dying. Like we were laughing, crying all at the same time. Like it was just the most amazing thing to see. After all that was done, we ended up doing a group photo with all three princesses, the little boy and his family, and then we did one with just him with all the princesses as well. Um, and it was fantastic. We all, after we left the room, we talked about it. I've shared this story with so many people because it is probably it is one of my, I won't say probably, it is one of my favorite character interaction stories as a character attendant. Um, I've had a tons of other stories with my characters with that. Like I said, that one has always just stuck in my head as one of the most positive interactions I've had as far as being an attendant because it's just such a fun thing to see. Now I do have some sad ones, but I'm not going to share those in today's video. Maybe in the next video I'll share some of the sadder ones. But I want this to be more positive. So let's see. What other fun one? Oh, it's from another Cinderella I didn't mention. I worked there, and obviously Cinderella table. There's lots of proposals that happen there. I was definitely involved in a lot of them in one capacity or another, whether it was making sure the guests are sitting at the right table, helping to carry out items to the table for the proposal, helping coordinate photos, helping to take photos. So many different things that I was. I'm sorry, guys. Let me me check my phone. I have to put it on silent, and I am getting a ton of notifications right now. A couple of things from Facebook. What's bothering me right now? Oh, it's fine. I will come back to that. We'll put it on silent for now. So, all right. So yeah. So there's so many ones I could share, but this one is probably my favorite, just because I have two, honestly, that were definitely like my top, that are definitely my top two, and I really can't pick one or the other. So which one is which? So I'll share both. So the first one, we had a lunch proposal, which we didn't have those too often unless it was like Valentine's Day or like Christmas time. That's when we usually got a lot of the ones like where they were early in the day. Because we only do one proposal per seating, basically. So we had a lunch one, and at this point in time, I was not the assigner. Another cast member was assigning the tables, and this one was really really cool because it was the reservation was under mom and her daughter, and the mom had coordinated with our special events team to plan the proposal while also making sure the daughter didn't know about it and planning for the boyfriend, her dad, and his parents to come to the restaurant and surprise her. So we sat them at a two-top table. We sat them at our prime one, which is the one right in the like middle windows, there with the back of the royal table. And we sat them there and we left the table next to them open. Now, once we got them seated, the server came out and greeted them, and we planned it so the proposal would happen first. Normally, the proposal is at the end of a meal. We decided for the proposal to be first because we were having the family join them. So we wanted to make sure that we got them all in so they could all enjoy their meal together, right? So mom and daughter get seated. The server goes over to take their drinks. While they're doing all that, we get the boyfriend. They get the boyfriend downstairs. We get the ring from him. We have a special platter that we use there to do proposals with. We get that. We set that up. And then we bring up her dad, and his parents. Bring everybody up. And we make sure that they're hidden enough that she doesn't see them because we don't want to ruin the surprise. So we set it up so once we got their drinks on the table, the server like took their order and then kind of meh. So then brought everybody up. We had boyfriend come this way for where she's sitting. She's sitting in the middle. So boyfriend came up behind her and the server came this way so she wouldn't see boyfriend. And so the server takes and sets down the platter in front of her. And as he lifts up the platter, boyfriend comes behind and like taps her and then gets down on his knee in front of her, proposes. She of course says yes. Everyone's crying. It's like all the other guests around are clapping. It's usually that's always a thing there. It was absolutely amazing to do. Once they do everything, mom gets up to let the happy couple sit together, and she was just gonna, and the parents were gonna sit at the table next to them. Well, myself and the assigner at the time, we go, wait, let's give us a second. Let's turn the tables together so I can all enjoy together. And they're like, okay, cool. So we ended up taking the two tables and turning them to make one bigger six-top table, which was really nice because then they all got to converse with each other without trying to like shout, which was really cool. And they were very grateful. So there's that one. And then my other favorite one was a returning veteran. Now, one thing y'all don't know about me that I'm going to share is that I am the daughter of a veteran. So for me, seeing a serviceman be able to return home is always amazing to me, and I'm always so thankful to everything they do. Because like I said, my father was a veteran, and I wouldn't have had the life I had he not been, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. But I do know that I do appreciate them. So this gentleman came and his girlfriend was visiting with her friend, and she did not know that he was going to be back. The friend did. And so they planned it so that he would come and surprise her. So we literally hid him. We had him sit in like our server like side station kind of area. Not quite in like a backstage, but he was still kind of off in a corner, and we had him sit in one of our higher back chairs. It's probably the chair itself is a little bit higher than where my chair sits, so it was pretty high up, and he was able to kind of sit and hide in that corner, and it was pretty dark, so she wouldn't have noticed him. Well, he comes in his full dress uniform. I want to say he was Navy. I'm pretty sure Navy. But he was in his dress uniform, looking very dapper, just fantastic. And he kind of did the same thing as our previous gentleman. Um, we had him come up behind her and surprise her during fireworks. Like we purposely planned it for that point in time. And it was, again, not a dry eye in the house. Um, and they hadn't started eating yet. So the friend had planned that she was going to leave, and we ended up giving her food. She was like, I don't want to stay. I just wanted to get this done for them. But we ended up getting her some food, and we had some of the guests in the restaurant who wanted to pay for their dinner as well, which obviously we left. You know, we were already going to comp it, so we'd already decided as my leadership had already decided that they were going to take care of that for them. Like they'd already said, we're not worried about it. We're going to take care of you guys. And then the friend was paying for everything else. So we'd be like, don't even worry about it. To which all the guests were like, cool. But we had several guests approach and wanted to comp this couple's meal, which was really, really great. And it really shows, again, that appreciation. Now, again, this was like 14, maybe 15 years ago. But yeah, so again, things that happen that are still very vivid in my mind, that are very things that I probably will never forget, honestly. So there is that. Um, so yeah, so that's all I think I have right now for today. Like I said, I will share some other stories on the page. I will definitely share some of the more upsetting ones. I definitely have a lot of those. I will probably share I think my next video will be another vlog. So it'll be week 4 update and more Disney stories. I'll definitely share the time a guest made not only myself but my photographer, the character, and pretty much every other guest in lineup set. It's a doozy of a story. I will tell you guys that, and it has to do with Make-A-Wish family. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments. Um, you can like it, you can share if you like. And if you're looking for more content from me, definitely check out my Instagram at Katrina Offscript as well. And I will see y'all next time. So again, thanks for watching. I'm Katrina. This is Katrina Offscript. Bye guys.